Hello and welcome back to Captain of Industry. Oh, what did we do last time? We got chickens. Ah, such a good day. We got some eggs coming out from the chickens. We have almost filled up with chickens, so we're going to start getting meat from them as well soon. Chicken carcasses. What do we do with chicken carcasses? Because that's going to be coming up soon. Let's have a little look, shall we? It's got to be like the food processor plant, right? No, that's a mill. That's a food. No, that's a baking unit. Food processor. Carcass and water and salt is meat and trimmings. And does the meat go straight in? I'm assuming that people can cook their own meat. I'm assuming that's the thing. Yeah, reasonable assumption. So we're going to need salt to deal with that. How is all this looking? We've got no animal feed in there, which is good. We are full of naphtha, fuel gas, and water. But, you know, that's piped in, so why wouldn't it be full? But that's all looking good. The fact we're full of naphtha is good because this is all filled with rubber, so that's good. We are filled with heavy oil. We've got no light oil, but that's because the light oil is being used to make the naphtha and is then being burnt in this one. And the heavy oil is the primary, but we're full of steam. So we also started building our wonderful little new power plant over here. So we can look to disable this one at some point. We've actually got a good deal of workers available, which is nice. So that's all good. So first things first. Actually, first things first, a little bit of a cough. Message center. Oh no, that's all the tutorials. I was like, oh, it's got a little yellow dot, but I don't care. Salt. Where is salt going? Not buildings for vehicles. Not buildings. Is it going to be under food? Nope. General machines? Nope. Water extraction. There it is. So we can have a non-heated pond which doesn't use electric. And that takes 45 to 24 or 90 to 48. So basically that's about electric and saving space, isn't it? And we can also put brine into it as well, which is probably what we're going to do because we have got brine coming out. How much brine do we have? And how many times can I say brine? So we have 24 brine there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm assuming these are the same. Yep, another 6. So 12 times 24. 240, 272. That's a lot of brine. Obviously, though, that's not using brine all the time. That's not producing brine all the time. It's only producing it when they need to make water. And right now, we are stocked to the gills with water. We've got too much water, if anything. What a terrible position to be in. Does anything else make brine? So these two are the brine pipes. Does anything connect to them? No. So it looks like those are the only things which make brine. The concern being, of course, that we're not going to be getting a lot of brine out. But if we get this up and running, I suppose I was going to say we could get rid of these, but we probably can't really get rid of them, can we? Because if the brine things fill up. So, do we want to do powered or non-powered? I guess is the question. We also don't have any construction parts Mark III. Probably because we've been using them to make all this stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah, all of these bits need construction parts Mark III. So that's where our construction parts have gone. So we're full of... No, we're not full of 2s. We're just waiting for these to just basically finish building. I might... Oh, that's paused. Why did we pause our construction parts Mark III? That's crazy. Let's Unity boost those 3. Not these, because we're filled with part 1s anyway, so that should be fine. Although I say that, although that one hasn't backed up. Are you waiting on something? No. Are you waiting on concrete? We don't have any concrete over there. We are making concrete. We've got loads of concrete, so we're just waiting for trucks to move it over. That's fine. That's fine. We can deal with that. It's probably worth putting a concrete store in somewhere and belting it up, but hey-ho, I'm not going to do that right now. So, we can probably get away with doing the heated ones. So let's think about that. They're relatively large. And what do they output? Either salt water to brine or just brine to salt. Okay, so we just want the brine to salt. So, let's just think about where we can squeeze these in. Bearing in mind the trucks need to get down there as well, so we're going to need to leave a bit of space there. So if we put this in here, and then we need to leave some space for the trucks. So what about if we do it like this way? If we put like one there, one there, that still leaves space for the trucks to get down there. So that could deal with, we're going to need like at least 4, assuming these are going to be running, we're going to need at least 4. I don't like clipping over the non-flat terrain, but I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, and then what we're going to want to do is change this setup here. So let's do that. So we're going to want to get rid of that, 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 and then a little chunk of this. And we're going to want to put in a balancer. A pipe. Oh, in fact, let's unity, 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 unity. Unity, thank you. A pipe balancer, which we will raise to the same level. And we'll have to move that back a little bit because it doesn't quite fit in. Cannot go there. Why can't you go there? It's because that truck's there, isn't it? That's what that is. Just go away. Just go away. Nobody likes you. Is that the same height? No, I thought that looked a bit higher. There we go. It's a shame we didn't have those pipes placed so they actually fit. That would have been useful. But let's put this like here. And then this one needs to be a Mark II, so we'll take a Mark II. This one can go into there. This one... Hold on. Hold on. That's a Mark II. We don't want a Mark II. We want this one to be a Mark I. And copy, please. Thank you. That one to be a Mark II. And then we're going to want a, at the very least, a Mark II. But how many have we got? We've got 4. So yeah, a Mark II coming out and staying at the same height, please. And you're going to come all the way over here. And you're going to plug in there. And then we're going to want you to stay nice and high for us. If we just bring you over to here. We shouldn't need any excavators down there. So that should be fine. We only need a Mark I pipe now. Can we see a Mark I pipe? There. Oh, that one's already plugged in. We could probably... A pipe says it's traveling the wrong way. I'm just sort of hoping it will sort itself out, if I'm being honest. Oh no, because that's connected to the output, so that's not going to work. So we'll pop that there. And that should be... I don't know why this pipe is saying it's going in this direction. That should be an output, not an input. They're all set up the right way. I dragged it this way. Let's just build this bit again. If we start from here, we'll see what direction it takes then. Stop it. Stop it. You did it right just now. Why aren't you doing it right now? Stop trying to magnet to things. I can't remember what the command is to stop it magneting to things. So maybe if we just put it like here. There we go. That's better. And then we want that to be the priority out. We want as much brine as possible going that way. Let's unpause all of that, because none of these will be working at the moment. And where does... oh, that one actually connects down there. Huh. Is there a reason for that? And then just connects into the same big pipe. Pipes can hold 200. What do we say this was making? 24 times 6 times 12. More than that is the answer. So I think this wouldn't actually be able to handle all of the brine anyway. So what we need to do is get rid of this. If we can Unity remove that, that would be great. And then we want it to go the other direction. So we want a pipe Mark II. And rather than joining in with this one here, we'll just join in with it up here instead. Hello. So you're going to go there. If we go right from this end, in fact, I might get rid of this little bit here. And then Unity remove. And then we're going to want a little bit of pipe here, which we want to go to what height? This height. So we'll bring that one out to there. And bring this all the way over to here. That one isn't connected. So we'll just do weird little doohickeys like that. And then delete these little bits here because they were just there so we could get the connector. Excellent. And then unpause all of that. And probably let's just Unity build those bits. So that's all the brine connected. This has been built. So we have brine coming in this direction. So if we Unity build that pipe, in fact, just Unity build all of the pipes. And then we'll unpause these 4. And then we need the salt to go somewhere. So let's get some storage for salt. And where does that go? That looks like salt to me. That looks like the right one. So we'll get a large storage. Why not? We'll get a large storage. We're just going to pop that like here. And these output 24 salt. And our standard U-shaped conveyors can do 60. So we could have 2 per conveyor. Now that's going to need to go up so the truck's going to get past. So we'll do that. Excellent. And then unpause that, and that. And that's going to be salt. So then we have our salt coming in. I can't really think of anywhere else I could have squeezed that in realistically. And yeah, trucks can still get by there. Just going to watch these two just to make sure. Yes, they can. Excellent. And we've actually started to use up quite a lot of water, possibly because we took all this off, so it wasn't producing water for a while. But it's back up and running now, so we should... Oh, we haven't got any recipes selected, so we want brine to salt. Brine to salt, brine to salt, brine to salt. So that's going to get us, potentially, 96 brine per minute. If it's all running at full capacity, which it probably won't be. And then what did we say? Meat needed, 3 salt. That's fine, so we're going to have enough salt. And any brine that we don't use in these is going to get dumped into the ocean. Because we are sensible like that. So sensible. So we also have thermal desalination now. We also have glass to worry about. So the thermal desalinator... Super steam. We haven't got super steam yet. That's interesting. I wonder what super steam is. So we could use steam 108 to 78. That just provides seawater. Oh, that's because that's not the desalination part. 60 to 36. So it's roughly a 50%. So this is a higher... You actually get slightly more water if you just use normal steam rather than anything else. So it's a higher ratio. In fact, if you use low steam, it's a 1-to-1. And you get less brine out of it. That's interesting. So could we be using... We're not going to worry about it. We'll just build more of these and just use the high steam probably if we are going to do that. So it's a more efficient way of getting seawater, is what we have realised. But do we want to worry about changing all of that over? The main difference is it won't be reliant on coal, which these are. It also doesn't exhaust stuff. No, it doesn't exhaust anything either, because I guess any of the leftover steam was just changed into water. So it's probably worth doing at some point. But right now, we're not going to worry about it. It would save on some of our coal usage, but we're not doing too bad for coal anyway. Not right now, anyway. It is something we're going to need to worry about. Let's get rid of this. That is not needed. Oh, tree planters. Tree planters. We forgot about the tree planters. Tree harvesting. How on earth did we do tree planting again? Is it classed as a surface? No, that'd be crazy. It's not classed as a tree harvest. How did we? Did we do it through the forestry control tower? Possibly. Yes, I think we did. So we could extend this to like there. And a little bit down there as well. We could also extend it out to the side there somewhat. And that's probably enough to keep it going, really. But we will do a little bit more. And then we will have to go back to there and say edit area. Because I'm guessing you can't fit all of that in anyway. So if we just tell you to do that bit to start with. And we'll worry about the rest later on. But you should now be harvesting. You can actually assign tree harvesters specifically to this as well. But I don't really want them harvesting the trees. I want them worrying about these trees first. And clearing out this beautiful area over here. We don't need this anymore, so I'm going to get rid of that. Can we unity build? We can, so that is almost. Oh, we can't do that last bit. What does that take? Red construction parts. Well, they should be on their way. They should be on their way. Yeah, this one is just waiting for more construction parts Mark II, really. So we'll just have to wait until that gets here. So once we've got that cooling tower up and running, oh boy, we are ready to rock and roll. We'll be able to unpause this, let it spin up, and then go and pause the other one. We just need a few more red bits. In the meantime, we've got our first bit of... That's not connected. Well, that one wasn't working. Now we should start seeing some brine going down there. Excellent. So we should now be getting just salt out of there. Sweet. Give me that. There it is. We got our first bits of salt. Excellent. Salt is on the go. What are we using? Oh, we're probably using them for these, right? Yeah, exactly that. Let's make this... If we unpause that to start with, and then make that building a higher priority. Yeah, they should focus on that first, because it'd be very nice to get that up and running sooner rather than later. And then we'll have to see if our steam can keep up with demand. That's the next thing. It should be okay. We have lots of methods of burning steam. We just don't want to run out, essentially. So, that's that. We have some new refugees. We've got quite a lot of workers. We're going to get rid of the thermal desalination marker for the moment. We are going to unpause those. So we are back up to running at full speed in the concrete factory, which is what we want to see. Our research is progressing. Ship engine Mark II is on its way. You do not need to be refueled, but you are full of stuff. It's potatoes again. We're just going to discard them. And you should then be able to discard that stuff. Shipyard is still full. We've got lots of construction parts Mark I. It'd be nice if we could say just get rid of some of them. But we are full of construction parts Mark I, so do we just get rid of them? In fact, does the ship... How much cargo can it hold? More than that, I bet, right? Let's just send it out. Let's just send it out. So it can't get that far. It can't get that far. It can't get that far. Oh, have we ran out of locations? Oh, wait, no. That one. But I think that's as... Yeah, we're not going to get any other location. So if we finish that one off, and we still don't have the next ship engine researched, which isn't too far away, I don't think. In fact, we're doing it right now. We're doing it right now as we speak. Okay, let's just let that go then. We are slowly filling up. We've got a little bit of extra space. Chickens are now full, so we are now producing meat, but we are full of meat, so we can no longer slaughter chickens. So now we need to look at getting meat production up and running. So we need one of these. We need one of these. That is going to go there. That is going to make meat. So we need a little bit of water. So we're going to take this pipe. And we're going to bring that in over there. It also needs chicken meat, but that I think we will... Are we going to belt it over? We can't. We'd need another bridge, wouldn't we? What does the bigger bridge take? Concrete is going to be the thing which might hold us up. No, we've got loads. So let's delete that. Unity delete that. And then once it's gone, we'll pop that one in and Unity build it so trucks can get over. Nice. And then we can get meat from here, which can come through here. connect into there. Beautiful. So we have meat, we have water, we just need salt. So we will set up a small storage. There we go. Over here. Which we'll put in here, which trucks can reach for the moment, but that might not be a permanent thing. We can't fit it in there. We could put it over like here and belt it across. Or we could put it in like here. Let's put it there. So that is going to be salt. We're going to tell you to keep... Oh, I might as well just tell it to keep full. Just tell it to keep full. And then we are going to belt from this side, so we're not blocking that completely. In case we do need to get corn in there at some point. And then we're going to unpause all of that. Excellent. And then we need to think about having a meat storage. Does meat get stored in unit? It does. We're going to get meat storage, which is going to go here. Get that unpaused. You are going to be meat. We will belt you up into this. Are we also producing the offal, the meat trimmings? We are. So we need to think about what we're going to do with those as well. One thing at a time. Unpause that. And then does meat go straight into one of these? It's a belt, isn't it? And we don't have any belt space. No, none of the belts are doubled up. So we're going to need another one of those, which we will unpause. And then we'll belt in meat. And we will unpause. Excellent. So that should be meat processing on the way. We could also think about doing extra chickens, because we're filled with chickens, so we are killing them at the moment. But we could also transfer some of these chickens to a new chicken farm. Couldn't we now? Couldn't we just? Oh, wouldn't that be great? Trimmings. What do we do with trimmings? We've got some more refugees. Our workers are going up. That's lovely. Our ship's in battle. I'm not worried about that for the moment. Meat trimmings. So yes, the chicken farm produces them. So we could put them into an anaerobic digester to get fuel gas and compost. Or we could just turn them into compost. Or we could just burn them. Or we could turn them into sausages, but that's quite a way down the line, isn't it? So I guess composting is really what we want to do. We could turn them into... But we've already got enough fuel gas for the moment. I might just, for now... Don't tell me meat trimmings go in a bucket. Oh, they do. They just go into loose storage. Because you don't make many, do you? 6. I think as a temporary stopgap, we're just going to belt it into this. And then maybe we'll think about turning them into additional fuel gas with a little bit of compost. Because if we can turn them into a little bit of compost and you make that the primary input for this one, which is going to be interesting because that's a mess. That'll stop it using so much of the animal feed to turn it into compost. Which means the animal feed can be purely used for the chickens as much as possible. Saying that, we are out of animal feed. We have no animal feed. And that is going down slightly. We need a harvest to come in pretty soon. We're not filled with meat yet, so that's fine. In fact, we're actually belting the meat out. That's what's happening. I thought for a second that the meat was going over here into the egg storage, but no, it is on a separate belt there. There it is. So that's going to start queuing up there, ready for that to get made. And then we'll have meat. Extra food going in. We are down to 32 months of food, which is a bit concerning, if I'm being honest. We'll have to keep a bit of an eye on that. Pickup has no compatible sorting plant for cargo. You have waste. Oh, that's because we started... Hold on. What are you? Yeah, so it's broken that pipe now, but we don't care about that. I'm going to get rid of this, though, because it looks like that goes back far enough. It's also going to start impacting that. So we're going to get rid of that. That's because we filled in somewhere. So now we also need to get rid of waste. But we can't add waste to this because it's already processing 4 things. Oh, I don't know what to do about that. We need to set up like another one of these. Oh, that's a pain in the behind. That is a pain in the behind. Coal, rock, dirt, and slag. I mean, it doesn't currently have any slag, so I could get rid of the slag and put waste in. I can't change the product. I assume it will just change based on what's coming out. Yeah. And then we'll just keep an eye on that. Could not store all tree saplings. There are some forestry destinations outside of your zone. No modules and building pillar collapsed. That's all absolutely fine. 31 months. Getting concerning. Let's Unity build that. We can't. We don't have enough things. That's fine. So this is all built now, is it? It is. We are also working on these, which are getting some salt in. We are actually full of salt already, which is fine. I am happy with that. So, moment of truth time. Or do we have enough workers, I guess, is the first thing. We should do. So if we unpause all of those, first of all, we have enough workers. Excellent. Next. Oh, that's a problem. What if these can't get rid of the water? Should be fine. It's a Mark II pipe and it's not carrying 200 at the moment. But we might have to concern ourselves with that at some point. So we started getting water, which is interesting because nothing's really spinning. Oh, these are just starting to spin now. Here we go. Here we go. That little bit of pipe wasn't made. I was wondering why this one wasn't spinning. So if we get all of this up and running, just waiting on this one. It's starting to go now. Excellent. So we need to keep an eye on how much steam we are using. Just checking that is a priority out. Should that still be a priority out? Where are you? Where is it? Where does it go? It goes into this one to feed these. I guess so, because if we don't have that running, we don't have the fuel. So I guess that still is technically a priority, but the power is really the only real priority. Oh, look at those cooling towers go. Oh, that is a beautiful sight to behold. Right, so let's go up here. And let us pause. No, don't unpause that. Let us pause all of those. And let all of that, we'll just pause all of it. Let all of that run down. So we are getting 12 megawatts. Is that what we're expecting? That's not power. That's power. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is what we're expecting. Have we gone above 12 at any point? Don't know. So I might leave. I'm not going to delete those quite yet, because that is running a little close to the wire. So we're going to leave that as an emergency until we start getting this side built as well. Okay, right. That's awesome. That's awesome. So we've got chicken meat, still waiting for that to be made. But we're not filled of that, so we're down to 30 months food. I'm getting deeply concerned about food now and think we might need to set up more farms. Short-term option is to get more chickens as well. They take 50 of those. I'm going to pause the salt. Nope, that pause. I'm going to pause the salt construction at the moment. We are already boosting all of this. There's not a lot else I can do about that. It's the construction parts that it's waiting for, really. The construction parts Mark II. So I could temporarily get rid of that. So all the construction parts will go into this. Does that seem sensible? As long as I don't forget I did it. That's where we're going to have problems. Okay. So this has been sorted. This is going. We don't have any glass recycling yet, do we? We're not really. Are we making? We're not even making glass. Why would we have glass recycling? We're not making glass. That's not a problem then. Excellent. And we are keeping these nicely empty. Our ship was in battle. It took almost no damage. Excellent. And we discovered a location. Where did you go? This one. We found a new settlement. Ooh. Which can give us oil. It's an oil settlement. Only if we give them food packs, gold, vehicle parts Mark II, or consumer electronics. You are having a laugh, my friend. So there is a coal mine. And what is this? What is this? But I don't think there's anywhere else we can reach at the moment. So we need that research to complete so we can start sending our ship off further. Particularly over to this one. I want to know what that... I don't think I've seen a chest before. If I have seen it, I've forgotten it. We're almost got that done. And what do we get? Some of that. And we apparently discovered, because it's a settlement, we got 2 discoveries for it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Right, so what is next? Really want this to be built. Really want you to be built, just so we can start using up a bit more, or getting a bit more food, I should say. How is all of this looking? Bread out the wazoo. I suppose that's a good point. We do have bread and potatoes queued up. So although they are saying they are only 31 months of food, we do have extra bread and potatoes in stock. I'm not getting a lot of tofu because I'm not getting a lot of soybeans. So we could think about finally maybe making some more farms up here. If we left like the little corridor for trucks. Just seeing how many we would fit in. Now, so we could get 4 along there. I was wondering, it looked a bit thinner, but we could get 4 along there and still leave a corridor for trucks, which is the main thing. And then what would we do? We would need water. The closest water is like here. So we've got water coming up here. So we could just take a feed off of this tank. But I think we'd need... Don't they use... Yeah, we'd need a Mark II pipe going up there. So we'd have to change this into a Mark II pipe. Fertilizer goes from here. So we would just put a pipe up here somewhere, going along them. Might need an extra bridge in because I suppose the harvesters can go along the top, so that might not be a problem. And then getting the food down, that's a different issue. Do we just rely on trucks to start with? Otherwise, we have potentially 8 belts. No, we'd need 5, wouldn't we? Because they all do vegetables. So we would need 5 belts coming down to feed into this mess down here. It would be very messy. It would be very messy. Let's just keep an eye on that. So what's next? Glass, I suppose, is the next thing, isn't it? Oh. Why are we out of animal food? Which also means we cannot build another chicken farm. So wheat gets split. Half of the wheat makes animal feed, but it'll actually prioritize going into the mill to make bread. Because that hasn't backed up yet, because that's not filled with flour. What happens if we don't have enough food? Do they just not produce eggs, or do they die? I guess we'll find out. And then we also have food coming off of this, but that needs soybeans. And what is everything growing at the moment? Soil fertility. No, it's growing corn. No, it says soil fertility. So why is that? I don't understand this. Is it? Oh no, it is growing the corn. That's just what the actual fertility is. Okay. So that's growing wheat, which will be there soon. That's growing grass. No good. That's growing vegetables. That's growing vegetables. So we'll have some wheat in soon, so we'll get a little bit of animal feed from that. And they do die if they don't have food. Interesting. Interesting. Does that still make meat when they die? It doesn't matter because our meat is full. How's this going? Can we unity this now? No. That's just because this can't work fast enough. Unity? Yes. Okay, so at least I'll get some of the meat out there. Maybe if the chickens die of natural causes, it'll produce more meat. I don't know. I don't know. There's not a lot else we can do about animal feed apart from buying some. Can we buy animal feed? Anyone want to sell me animal feed? No, and you just sell oil, don't you? Okay, well... Oh, there's an unknown location just there. Let's repair our ship and go and check that out. I had no idea that was there. We are now making meat. Sweet, sweet, sweet meat. So has that got trimmings in it? It has got two... Oh, look at the trimmings. Ah, disgusting. So we've got meat coming in, and I'm assuming it's okay to have meat. Yes, it is. Excellent. We have had wheat come in. Wheat is going to the mill as we speak. We have already had some get passed over to here by the look of it, because we have had some animal feed come in, which will at least stop our chickens from dying. Oh, not again. It doesn't look like it's close enough to impact it, does it? It really doesn't. Oh, fine, don't dig that bit. And we'll solve that another day when we dump some more rubbish there. But I had to delete all of it to do that. We have a new ship engine. But we don't need it right now, and I'm guessing the ship engine probably takes stuff that we would rather not use. Ship engine. Actually, it's not too bad. I'm still going to cancel it for now, because we do have somewhere else for it to explore. Right, so... glass. Let's remind ourselves on glass. So I think it was like a mixer or something to make the glass sand. That uses glass as a product. So molten glass goes into the glass maker to make glass and slag. A blast furnace uses glass mix and coal to make molten glass. Or broken glass and coal. And we use sand, limestone, and salt. Do we have sand? Is this an entirely new mining operation we need? We've got limestone. We've got some salt. Do we have sand? Or we can use the same amount of sand, limestone, and salt and acid to make more glass mix. So where does acid come from? So we could use sulfur and water to make acid. In a mixer. That's just a mixer Mark II. Right, let's just get somewhere with some space. Let's just go like here. So we have a mixer that could make acid from water and sulfur. We've got lots of sulfur. I'm a little concerned about the water, though our usage seems okay for the minute. Ship was repaired, so go explore there. That's fine. Off you go. And then we want a blast furnace, which is going to be molten iron, molten copper, glass, which is a glass mix and coal. And it's also going to do that one in case we do start repairing any, and that will be the top one. So that needs a glass mix and coal. Let's move that over a second. We also need... Yeah, wait, hang on. Where do we get the... What does the glass mix get made in? What does the glass mix get made in? Why have I lost this? It's not a mixer, is it? Totally is. Okay, another mixer. So then we have another mixer, which does this. Yes? Yes. So we are making, annoyingly... Oh, no, not annoyingly. I thought it was 30. So we're making 36 acid. So we can support 3 of these. So they will be using a lot of sand. I'm not sure we have sand at the moment. We could look in here, see if we can see... we could just search for it. Sand. We have 0 sand. We have manufactured sand, but no actual sand. And that does not accept anything apart from actual sand. I'm guessing if we come down here somewhere, one of these is going to be where we're using the sand. Yeah, we're using manufactured sand there. And we're manufacturing sand from gravel. Okay. But that's no good to us. We need actual sand. Which I'm guessing is obviously the beaches over there. That's going to be sand, right? Sand's quite a finite resource. There isn't a lot of sand around. That's going to become a major problem for us. A major, major problem. And as we dig the sand out, the water's going to come in, so we're going to have to backfill it as well. That's quite horrible. Okay, well this looks like the best place for sand, so we'll deal with that in a minute, I guess. But we need like 150 sand. And for comparison, we're using like 50 copper ore. That's a relatively stark difference. Okay. Okay. Anyway, if we did all that, that would make 48 glass mix. And this uses 24. So no, it doesn't. We'd be making 150, and this uses 24. So we could have up to 6 of these. That's quite a lot. So and that's not even the end of it, is it? They make the molten glass, and then the molten glass goes into a glass maker, there it is, which uses 24, and they make 24. So at least that's a 1-to-1. So then we would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. That's a pretty large operation. That's a pretty large operation. It would net us 24, so what, 150 glass almost every 60 seconds. I don't think we need that much glass. I reckon we could probably get away with getting rid of 2 of those, which means we're only producing 48 glass mix. Which means we'd only need 2 of these and 2 of these, which means we're making 48 glass every second. That would probably be enough, I reckon. But I think we want to plan to be using all of the acid. So, where would we be putting this? Sand's going to get... I think we're going to go with sand over here. So do we try to do glass like over here? Or maybe even in this area. Maybe we set up like a new area over here for sand production. I suppose the first thing we need to do is mining. So where's our mining tower? It's been a long time since I made a mining tower. Where is mining tower? It's not just under there, is it? Nope. It's not there. 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 It's not under storage. It's not under buildings. Buildings for vehicles? Oh, it's buildings for vehicles. Of course it's buildings for vehicles. So we'll pop that down there. You are going to have like this as your area. I'm going to actually not put you into the ocean because I'm going to avoid doing the ocean. We are going to have sand coming in. We might have a little bit of rock coming in. And we might have a little bit of dirt coming in. And then if we say mine, I suppose we just flatten it to start with, don't we? And take it from there. So let's just do that. Yeah, so just do that. And then we're going to need another ore sorting plant. In fact, let's just copy that and we'll change it all over in a minute. So we'll put that down here. You are going to accept dirt, rock, and sand. That should be fine. I didn't I do like fancy things with these at some point? Or like with the, so that's linked to that tower somehow as an import route. Yeah, so that's linked to that tower as an import route. This is linked to that tower as an import route as well. So we need to get rid of that one, and that one, and set up import routes to the tower. I can't remember why. It was to do with like making like closed systems, wasn't it? And that's not linked to anything, so that should be fine. Except these are probably set up to the wrong things. Dirt is probably fine. Rock needs to be changed to D. So you're going to be rock now. And you are going to be sand. And we don't care about keeping you empty or full. Dirt, empty a little bit. Rock, empty a little bit. Excellent. So that is all that. We are going to need some more excavators. We're going to want a couple of excavators and let's say 4 more trucks. And we can unpause all of that. So that's the first stage of our glass making done. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, we'll dig around. We'll leave a little bit of the coastline there, and we'll just dig around and dig down like here, and leave a little path there for this, because that's our sulfur, isn't it? Oh, that actually works because that's close to where we're going to need some. So we've got ship engine 2 research. We've got new refugees came in. We've got the location explored. We've got a little bit of stuff Excellent. So now we cannot reach anything. The ship should be back. It didn't need repairing. So let's ship engine 2 go. Excellent. They have very nearly filled in enough to get the next one of these down. Almost. It's definitely getting there. At some point we might want to expand over another one in this direction, I suppose. The space is there for it, but we're about to get housing Mark 3, so we can upgrade those, and that's going to give us more space, I would assume. You know what they say about assumption. We have actually so nearly finished off this mine. And then what? We're going to have to fill it in, aren't we? That's what we're going to do. Because that's the same level there, isn't it? Oh, no, I think it does, like between there and there. I think it does go up. So I think we'll just fill this in and put like a little ramp, or the ramp's there on this side. So maybe we'll just sort of continue that ramp across. Yeah, and we'll probably do that. But that's another job for another day. But yeah, that's nearly out of coal. So then we can add those excavators to this coal mine. But that's going to start, I mean, there's a lot of coal there. But we're going to be doubling how much we're taking from it. Trucks are very busy, but that's fine because we're going to... Oh, that's paused. That's not me making excavators. That's no good for anyone. That should be starting to be made now. We got salt there. We're probably not concerned about how much salt we have. Just looking around, we don't have any animal food again. Little bits are trickling in, but just little bits. Food is down to 30 months. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And we've got a little bit of offal in stock. Excellent. Just what everyone wants. Right. So let's think about this. So you first. So if we put you like here, we are going to need water. The closest water's down there, which is relatively far away. So maybe we just set up a water tank and rely on trucks in the short term. So you need water and sulfur. Well, sulfur's easy because we've got sulfur right here. Is it worth belting it in? It's a lot of construction parts. Saying that, almost sneezed. Let's pop that back in. Now that we're not in any massive rush for construction. I'll leave those Unity boosted though. So I think, yeah, we'll just rely on these being trucked over. So let's put down a loose storage here. That is going to be for sulfur. I'm going to say keep that a little bit full with... No priorities needed, that's fine. And then a water tank that we're just going to connect directly in. In fact, that only uses water. Yeah, let's just get rid of the belt. Why do we need the belt? Just whap it in. You're going to be water, and we're going to say keep you a little bit full as well. And you are making acid. Sweet. So let's put some storage in for the acid. So you are going to be acid. Because we're going to have more acid than we need anyway, so we might as well store a bit up, just in case. Thinking that in the future we might want to expand this operation somewhat. So then we want space for 3 of these. And what do they... Where are the inputs? Where are the outputs? All the inputs are on that side. Okay. Now, as I said, we're not going to have... three of them, but we'll put them in so we know we've got the space for everything. So you are going to want acid. You're also going to need sand, limestone, and salt. Well, sand is just up there. I'm not sure I want... Yeah, I think we're just going to put in storage for all of them. Just going to put storage in for all of them. And we'll worry about how that's all going to connect up at another point, I suppose. Sand. Keep it a little bit full. Limestone. Keep it a little bit full. And salt. Keep it a little bit full. And how we would get that belted in, should we need the other ones, is a job for another day. Right, so that is making 48 glass mix. And then we need blast furnaces. And it would be 2 blast furnaces per this. Yes, that makes 48. That uses 24. I can't tell where that's lined up that way, isn't it? Now, we're probably going to want to actually flip some of these around so they can share exhaust fumes. I can't squeeze anything in between, so I might want to... Yeah, let's think about how we're going to do this. Let's leave a space. Flip you around. Oh, not what I wanted to do. I copied rather than cutting. Leave a space. And then flip you around. No, that doesn't need a space. That would go there. That would go there. And this one... Oh, okay. Flip, we would put there. I'm thinking that I'll probably move the exhausts in between them. Somehow, somewhere. So this wants potentially broken glass and coal and glass mix. So we're going to want a broken glass store just in case we do have any. So we'll pop that down there. You will be broken glass. There it is. And we're going to say keep you full. And then we're going to have this coming in there. That's going to connect to there. And then you're going to come here. Now this might need to move back a bit actually, because I don't know how the coal's going to fit in otherwise. Yeah, the coal's not going to fit in. Okay, so let's think about that first. So that would go... Oh yeah, because I need to get rid of all that. Okay. Let's just get rid of all that. And those. Just for fun. Just for fun. So actually they could go there. So let's delete that one. No, not that. And then I guess have coal on this side. And keep it a little bit full. like that. And then I suppose I could have just copied that rather than harsh deleting it. So if we just move this like this, and you are going to be broken glass, I'm going to say keep you full, and then you connect into there, and then let's go down this way. Like that. Well, that's a problem. Now we can't connect into that. And we need to get a pipe out of there. So I think what we need to do is cut all of that and just move it like up at least one. Yeah, I want this all to belt in over this way rather than going straight in. Because I want them all going into this point so they're all feeding all of them. So if I plug this one straight in here, none of the ore would go this way. So that's how that has to happen. So that's the only thing that they make. Right. Everything else is okay, isn't it? Yes. So then we have exhaust. You make 18 or 20, usually 24 exhaust. Let's assume 24. So that's 48, 96, 120. Idiot. 120. So a normal smokestack can do 60. So we could just use 2. Or we could do one big one which accepts 600. I kind of just want one big one. Oh, it's annoying it won't center there. Okay. So that's the exhaust dealt with. And then it produces molten glass, which is back over here. So this is going to go... This is a one-to-one relationship, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6. Because that makes 24. It also makes slag actually, so we're going to need to deal with that. And that uses 24. It's a long time since we did anything with anything molten. So that's that. That then outputs slag. That outputs slag. So we could have, and how much does it output? Not a lot. Not a lot at all. So we're going to want loose storage for the slag somewhere. I wonder if we could put it like here. Too close to another connector. But I can do that. Yep, perfect. That is a perfect mix. And then you can connect to there. You can connect perfect. You can connect to there. 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 Which just leaves the glass output. I guess we'll use a big one for this. So we'll just pop that there and pop that there. Wait, hang on a second. This can output 24. And the belts can handle 60. So actually... if we make that a Mark II... and then that bit Mark 1 again. That should be fine. And then here... so that bit will be fine. This bit would need to be a Mark II. Like that. And that, oh dear. No available designations to mine. That's a bit of a problem. Let's work on that straight away. Just, it looks stupid. It looks like the whole thing is going to collapse, but let's do that. Try not to get crushed. Tree planter is struggling to find a destination it can reach. How on earth did you manage that? Like, you do not have a path to get there. Oh, just idiot. Go away. Pickup is struggling to find a destination it can reach. What are you trying to reach? Why? Because you do need to reach there. Okay, that actually is a problem. Not enough food in the chicken farm, but don't care about not storing that. Don't care about the uneven terrain. There's some food coming in, but we do need to fix this problem. So let's... I'm going to do the belt after this feed's gone in. So if we do that, and we do the same with this belt, that should give them enough room to get between there, hopefully. Come on, food out the way. Need to give it a bit more space than that. Would that be okay? I don't think it would. I don't think it would. So let's get rid of that again and think about how we're going to do these so that fits. I think we're also going to get rid of that. So if I put that there, that's better in terms of the struts, I think. And then this, where did this go? It wants to connect to there. Right, that has solved that problem. Let's just double check that here. Has it? It doesn't look like it has. But no one's complaining anymore, so I guess that's okay. I guess we'll see if the sulfur runs out. Anyway, that's about time for me to stop then. So what have we done today? We've got our new power system up and running, which is utilizing the low power steam. We have got meat processing up and running. And we are watching our chickens die as we're not making enough food. So thinking about what we're going to do about the food situation is maybe something that will be first on our agenda, because that's a bit of a problem. I think we might need to start getting some of these going to get some more wheat and some more soybean at the very least. Because if we're producing more tofu and we've got extra wheat coming in here, even if the bread's full, if we've got extra wheat, it'll be used over here to make more animal feed straight away. So I think that's probably what we'll do. We'll get wheat and tofu growing up there, which will also give us some more vegetables, which will be nice because none of that stuff stays in stock at all. We also started our glass blasting cooling facility over here. So actually, we probably got the excavators, right? No. No steel or vehicle parts. Oh, did I start the large ones? I didn't want large ones. So we don't have the excavators yet. We will now soon have excavators which can start digging out the sand, and then we'll start building not all of this. We'll start building some of this slightly chaotic mess, but it'll make sense in the end. I promise you it'll make sense in the end. So, quite an exciting time about to get glass up and running. We've got some new refugees, hooray. We've also got housing Mark III, which takes quite a lot, 130 of those, and it takes a whole bunch of glass as well actually, so that's all going to have to wait. Cool. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all those good things. Don't forget I stream on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. UK times. Just started off a new series of Black Myth Wukong, so come along and say hello there. If I don't see you there, I'll see you next time in Captain of Industry, and as always, thank you very much for joining me.